talk about Michael coming into the game? I mean, it seemed like the whole place, not just your team, but the fans, the concrete. I mean, everything got a little extra juice when he came in. Does that work and does that happen?
I mean, it was kind of a situational thing. I mean, offense wasn't clicking at all. I mean, we were moving the ball, we just weren't punching it in. And then we tried a different quarterback. At first, it wasn't looking good. Then he kind of made one play, then he kind of made another, and then another. And then they go down and put the ball in the end zone. First thing we seen all day. And so we were like, hey, if it's going to be Mike, it's going to be Mike. And that did give us a little. It definitely gave our defense a lot of mojo. Because after that, a lot of guys just had a killer instinct look in their eyes, and it was just downhill from there. We just knew we were going to get a stop, and we were going to do whatever to get the offense back. Get the offense back the ball.
Speaking of that, have you ever seen the flex from James?
Well, I haven't, but I mean, I definitely want to tip my hat off to him. He had a great day on the ground, making a lot I plays for us.
Did anybody ask him about that, where he got it?
Nah, I mean, it was probably just just in the moment type thing. Yeah, I mean, I would have did it if I was him.
Coach talked about your defense. I mean, he seemed very appreciative of you guys. I mean, he called it, keeping you alive until the fourth quarter to give you that chance and to give Michael that chance. What's the mentality that takes for you guys to keep hanging in there, and obviously, especially against that kind of team?
Well, defenses say it all the time. A lot of people forget about it, but that's your job. I mean, you shouldn't really get credited for it. That's your job. Your job is to go out there and keep the other offense from scoring. Our job isn't to worry about what the offense is doing, worrying about what's clicking on offense. When we come in at halftime, we don't worry about offensive transitions, offensive game plans. Our job is to stop them from scoring. And guys really just balled in that today. Everybody was doing their job. Had a lot of guys step up, like Jake Lund. Came out of nowhere, had made a bunch of great plays, and guys were just playing with a lot more passion, especially later down the road when we actually knew we had a shot to win after some points got put up on the board.
You went down twice. Anything to be concerned about?
No, I mean, it was kind of just a little ding up, a stinger. I made a tackle, came up, made a tackle the wrong way, back flared up, got kind of achy. But I mean, that was too close of a game for me to come out. It had to be something severe for me to really come out and stay out. I had to take the play off.
Coach Wise said that this was the first game when you guys were really expecting, going out there in the fourth quarter, expecting to make a play, whereas other games maybe you kind of let the game get to you a little bit when it was close in the fourth quarter. What was the difference this week?
I would say the spark from offense. We come down, we give up a score at the beginning of the fourth quarter. I think it was a field goal or something. And so after that, offense gets on the field, they drive it down. And the whole time, I mean, as soon as they scored, it was just like a shift in transition. We looked at the clock, we got 11 minutes left. We were like, all right, D, we can do this. It's going to fall on our shoulders. We kind of just felt like it was our job to keep us in the game. I mean, even though offense had to come and put some points, we just felt like nothing could go wrong for the offense. They were clicking at the time, and defense was just trying to make a play to get the offense back the ball.
So now you know what that feels like. Now as you look forward the rest of the season and more importantly next week, how do you take that and put it over 4 quarters?
Well, that starts in practice most definitely. You're going to come in tomorrow. We're going to get things cleaned up, watch film, run a practice list. It really starts tomorrow. And guys got to start taking their job serious. I mean, we got to go back to the drawing board. We got to watch OU. We got a game plan. Coach is going to start going to work tonight, and players just have to come in with that mentality and that confidence that when we're clicking all 11 guys at one time, that we can be a great defense.
I know you guys aren't about moral victories, but you feel like you got over a hump today?
In a sense, I mean, we definitely let some plays up, some big plays at the wrong time on defense especially. I mean, we let a guy go almost untouched for 80 yards for a score or however long it was. I mean, things like that we got to eliminate out of our defense because, I mean, that's the stigma of our defense. We're going to play good for a certain amount of time, then we're going to give up a big play. If we can eliminate those and make a team truly drive all the way down the field, as you've seen today, we could be pretty good when it comes down to that type of football.
How difficult is it to handle that kind of an hour and 19-minute delay?
Oh, that was tragic. It was an hour 19?
Yeah.
I mean, it was tough because you gotta let guys rest, unwind a little bit. You can't keep them riled up the whole time for a whole hour, but at the same time, you got to keep them juiced up enough to know that we're going back out and playing a football game. We're picking up where we left off. It's their ball. It's no kickoff. It's right back into the game. So I mean, that's kind of a difficult battle, but it's the situation we had today, so we had to take it.
You obviously didn't know how long it was. How long did it feel?
It felt like forever. It felt like coaches just kept saying, well, they restarted at 30 minutes. They restarted at 30 minutes. I mean, so each time we heard that, it was a little more disheartening. Little pads start coming off, shirts start coming off. And but I want to say the guys did come back, and when it was time to go back to work, I feel like guys came back to work.
That hour and 19 minutes, what did you do? How'd you spend the time?
Well, Coach first wanted us to just sit down, get off our feet, change our shirts, because you don't want to just sit in the cold room with wet shirts. Defense, each position, we sat around, talked to each other about what we seen. The coaches came in, of course. We game planned a little bit. It's pretty much like a pre-halftime, if you want to say it. Cut long story short, it was a pre-halftime. We came in, made a couple adjustments, and then we went back out. It was time to go work.
Were they able to watch any other games?
No,
Like
I mean,
that?
not at that situation. You locked in. We got our own game to win before we worry about scores.